grind at this point, or?
It's exciting, every day. Just seeing these guys out here continue to grow, continue to, give great effort and become what we want them to become, So, this is honest. Like, I wish we had 10, 12 more practices, you know what I mean? So, but, it was pretty active today, so it was exciting.
You kind of getting everything accomplished you want to so far? Or?
Yeah, I think, the biggest thing, like I said, is guys stay healthy and guys get a great understanding of this defense and not just the X's and O's part, but, what the vision is and how you got to play and, the effort and things you got to give. Those are the real goals, We're not winning and losing any football games right now, but we don't tell them that. We treat it like there is a game as far as our sense of urgency out here because we want to come out of spring ball feeling like we really got something accomplished. So,
what have you seen from Korey since he's been able to be mostly full go?
Korey's coming along. I think this was his 5th practice. He started a little late, obviously, and it's cool. I have to keep reminding myself that the other guys out there have 5 practices on them. So, the way I coach him is it has to be a little bit different. Now I don't necessarily tell him that, but man, he's got some tools. Biggest thing I see out of him, he plays football the right way. Like, he plays with this urgency and like a recklessness. Now I got to temper it, and get it in the right direction, which is my job. But it's exciting to see him move around and fly around and make some big time plays even today. So that was cool for him, for his progression and confidence.
What have you thought of his mindset, maybe just in general? I know he, coming out of last year, he said he kind of wants to put that behind him, and
Yep.
This is like a new freshman year for him. Have you kind of felt that similar mindset from him?
It is, and just talking to, like a Coach Williams or maybe some of the guys that were here before, they'll be like, hey, I like how he's bouncing around, walking around these hallways and things. And, I think that's the beauty, I guess, sometimes in change. It can be good for guys to hear maybe a new voice or to just maybe have a new kind of lease on life, so to speak. And so all these guys have started in the same place. We understand that it's a process for them. And so, I think the biggest thing is, always trying to form relationships with my guys where it's not just about football. And I think that once they understand that I am concerned about their well-being and their life and things that go on outside this building, then you can coach them harder and they'll give you, all they got, but they got to feel that connection first. So if anything, that's really been one of my huge focuses or focus areas since I got here is developing real relationships with these guys.
Have you seen him adjust to a different role than he had last year?
Yeah, because he played, I think, to the field, to the boundary. I think he played with his hand in the dirt, his hand up, and that's one thing we kind of, have to work out when spring first started, putting guys in the right places. But I think, heading to this last week, I think guys are really kind of in the right positions right now. Because again, it's that residual effect of doing the same thing over and over. And I think it's hard to get the most out of somebody if you're going to switch them around and move them around a lot, which, I get it. He's a highly touted guy. And you try to find a place for him and get him on the field any way you can. So, but he's got tools and skills, I think you put him somewhere and just let him go,
Last year, most of his snaps came on passing downs. How have you seen that against the run this spring?
Yeah, and I think that's the hardest thing probably for him because he is such a natural pass rusher that I think that's more of the work for him is the run fits and reading tackles and guards and pulls and do I shuffle, do I go up the field, do I fold, all these different things. That's where the work is for him. Whereas maybe someone else is naturally better at that, maybe like a Solo or a Katoa who we moved from inside linebacker. They're used to that, but maybe not be as natural as just true pass rushers. So that part I think is easy for him. The pass rush part, it's just understanding where he fits and all those things, which is, again, that's why I love to have 10 more practices, to just work with not just him, but all these guys. So.
Thanks, Coach.